I still can't understand how people who own their own businesses cannot make Jummah on time. Oh Allah, maybe they need another COVID and a double one, real hard. You know why? Because COVID was a lesson, is a lesson. Problems are lessons for us to learn. And we don't pay heed. Masjids shut down, people sick, people dying. And we still can't go for Jummah on time. Yeah? We still don't even take the day off for Eid, as I was saying before. When the Prophet ﷺ says, Allah has ordained the Eidain, the 2 days of Eid. We say, no, we busy people in America. I got my gas station and shops to run. I got my companies to run. That is Allah's business and the Prophet's business. And Auzubillah, not stuck for Allah. So we go to Jummah for 1 hour and we go back home in the dunya. Was that the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ? What a life do we live? We don't understand that this Quran is a message. That's why Allah is saying, In huwa illa dhikru wa Qur'anum mubin. This is a message. It's not a book of poetry. We just want to hear the Imam and the Sheikh recite Quran like it's poetry. I love to hear it, but I don't intend to follow it. Have we understood? Go read the history of people who were destroyed on the Sabbath day. I'm not going to tell you that today. I really don't have time, Bismillah. Go read to the history of the people who were turned into pigs and swines. Why it happened? Because they never respected their Jummah day. They never respected their Sabbath day. They never gave reverence and significance to their Sabbath day. And Allah turned them into pigs and swines. Go check it out. That's a whole khutbah by itself. So that's why I wonder what's going on with we Muslims. Go check it out. There were people that never used to go on their Sabbath day to pray to God, like Jummah day to pray to Allah, and Allah turned them into pigs and swines. And it's so sad to know that today Allah has blessed some Muslims, your own businesses, ability to take time off for Jummah, for Eid, for Islam, and we don't. We don't. Many. Most. I know we don't like to hear that, but that's what the Quran is about. Bashira wa nadhira. Glad tidings and warnings. That's the warnings. Sad. You know, when we were children, and that's why I use the example of COVID, and auzubillah, and astaghfirullah, like any other example. You know, when we were children, and we go to school, the difference with children and adults, when we were children and we went to school, we are taught a lesson and then we are being tested on the lesson. Isn't that what happens? You taught a lesson, we taught a lesson, and then we've been given a test on the lesson. But how does Allah deal with adults? You're given a test and you should learn a lesson from that test. Samajh gaya? We are given a test in this world, and we should learn a lesson from the test. Like COVID is a test that human beings have gone through. We should learn a lesson. Not that things will start getting back normal and we also get back to evil. And we also get back to being followers of shaitan. No. We should use the many people that die, the sickness, the problems, the loss in businesses, the many troubles that have gone through in the world, and not only COVID, so many other troubles and problems we have in the world. Everybody got their own problems. We should let these problems and difficulties be a lesson for us. But what do we learn from this test? We only say it is a lesson, but we didn't learn from that lesson. So we're back to children's stage. Adults, we should learn from the test. You see, that's why little children are innocent. And the Prophet ﷺ says, 3 people do not commit sin. A sleeping person, as some of you like to sleep a lot, so you commit no sin at all. So then you say, you know what, let me go in the khutbah and let me sleep. Because if I hear what I should do and I should not do, then I will commit a sin if I don't do it. So some people sleep. So then they can't be questioned. They don't know. 3, astaghfirullah, don't make that a validity to sleep. 3 people don't commit sin. A person who is sleeping, a minor child, and a mad person, an insane person don't get sin. So little children, mashallah, Allah, so merciful. But adults, we have so many tests in life. We go through so many trials in life. Don't we learn a lesson from it? Shouldn't we change our lifestyle after that? And I'm using COVID as an example because it is one of the most recent living example. Most recent living example. Some countries are still going through disasters and calamities with COVID. But if you look here in America, oh boy, people are back to alcohol like nothing has ever happened. Back to haram like nothing has ever happened. And all this haram that was shut down and we were scared to get involved in and we were staying away from, people are just running towards it like they're mad. Huh? What lesson have we learned from this test? Brothers and sisters, our viewers worldwide on Alhikmat TV, YouTube, and Facebook, and Twitter, etc. We live in a strange time, and we must pay heed. Pay heed and learn from these lessons that Allah has given to us by the test. See, that's why Allah is telling us, "In huwa illa dhikru wa Qur'anun mubin." You know, وَمَا عَلَّمْنَاهُ الشِّعْرَ. Allah didn't send the Prophet ﷺ as a poet. This is not poetry. This is real talk. This is action. Allah expects us to obey and follow this message. And hear what he says in the next verse here. لِيُنذِرَ مَنْ كَانَ حَيًّا. What is he saying? He said this Quran is a clear message which should be a warning, an admonition. Hayya. What is hayya? For the living.